Hey dreamers, it is another time another it is time for another video. And this is going to be the last sculpting video of Secret Santa. I'm going to fine-tune it, I'm going to tweak it, and I'm going to sculpt the last bits here and there. Then after this, I am going to do a side-by-side comparison, like I did like in last year, Secret Santa. But this is going to be the very last sculpting video. It's not so much that I have to do. I already sculpted a few stuff off the recording, basically, so in my own time. I think you can already tell which that is because like I'm looking at it right now. So basically, I am going to show you a little bit what I have been doing off the recording. And the reason why I want to show you this is because like I had to do this without recording to speed up a lot of time. And it's the day before the deadline. So, so you can already tell why I probably had to do it. In order to to be able to finish this. I did quite a lot, to be honest. If I can tell, if I can say that. So first of all, the elephant in the room. In the last video, I made the dartboard, right? So the dartboard was the one that I made, and finally it was the way how I wanted it to be. And now I finished it. I made it also with a board around it, as you can see. So with an actual scoreboard. It's based on, or that's not based on, but like I searched a few references. But this is basically what you mostly find if you want to buy a dartboard yourself. So I designed one myself a little bit with the scoreboard and of course with the arrows as well. There are of course in the color scheme of the whole creation, like the car basically, that's so these three colors has been reused, the same color. So yeah, so that's what I did, and so I added the arrows in the board, and I placed it on the spots where you can like finish the 501 score. If you're not familiar with the normal darts, basically the way how to, if you're making a perfect game, the way how to finish the game is by 2 times triple 20 and then 1 time double 20. That's often how you finish the game, so that's why I placed it like this. Most people probably think, yeah, we should put it in the pool or in the red spot, but that's not how it goes. So yeah, so this is what I done. The texture that I used for the board, because like the reason why I'm not really painting over it, like normally if I sculpt something in Dreams, I paint wood texture, and I kind of want to avoid as much as possible texture painting. The reason why is to save myself graphics thermal. So instead of painting the wood structure, I use text gadgets to make the wood structure. And there is a sort of nice way to do this. It's not great, but it's at least like gives you a little bit feeling that like it's made out of wood a little bit. It's not perfect, but it's only for Secret Santa. So, but yeah, I think that beside the car that I made during this whole episodes, I think that this is my second most proud creation that I made. I'm so happy with this creation. I don't know, it doesn't really like saying much about this person because like the person likes cards and animation and stuff like that. Now I am not really great at animating myself, so that's why I choose cards as as a gift. So well, you already saw that, so that one is done. But I don't know, I always want to like challenge myself a little bit, and I thought it was cool to have a dartboard here. It's not working, it's not a working one. I wish I could do it. If there is someone that wants to collab with me and to make a dart game, hit me up. Let me know in the comments. I will make dartboards. I will make the surroundings, and if you do the mechanics and stuff, the gameplay stuff and everything, I would happy to join. Because like now I know a little bit how to make a good looking dartboard. So the dartboard was basically the one that I made, and I'm pretty proud of this one. I put a spotlight on top of it with an actual light on it, so the light looks like it comes from somewhere, right? It's not like it's randomly a light suddenly popped up, but it's actually like a spotlight there, pointing directly at the dartboard, so you can see that. So it's like it's really like an eye-catching thing to look at. So that's really what I did with the dartboard, but that's not all. I did more. So as you can see, comparing to the previous video, I'm not sure actually, did I do this in the previous video? I don't know. I'm going quickly over it. I had the text vroom, I think, already in the previous video, but what I didn't had was the stripes between the letters vroom, which is also in the original creation. So that's what I kind of added in this creation as well, to just finish that off, just how it is in the OG version of this card. And you can already tell I also made this. I put a storage place for some tires and some random stuff, like boxes and stuff like that, and pedals, and steering wheels and stuff like that. I had to reuse some assets that I already had here in this location. I cannot craft anything new for this specifically because I don't have the graphics terminal for that anymore, not with the stuff that I still need to do. But I made the iron stuff here, so you can like have that like storage over there, puts nicely on that wall. I thought it was nice. I think it's a nice detail there. I have not painted this, so it's very bland looking. I might also maybe going to use text gadgets for this. And no, I'm not going to paint over it to save myself graphics thermo, so I'm not going to do that. But I am going to use text gadgets to make it a little bit more blend into the environment and have a little bit of like variations in the colors. So that's going to still be added there as well. I think I showed this also last time. I'm not sure, but I'm going to show you really quickly. I think I already talked about this. I put some tire spores on the ground, or tracks, how you say that, so that you can see that like it's maybe I don't know, when the garage went open, I hit on super gas and left some tracks on the ground. So I thought it was a nice touch to do that as well. It's very small. It's not like it's so visible. I did it on purpose. So like it's very soft on the ground. This is also in the not in the original creation, but like in the Dreamscom boot, he also made that. So I thought it was kind of nice to have that as well as a little reference what he did. But that's not all what we have done. I am going to learn. I think you already saw it like in the a little bit when I was like looking at the car. But first of all, I want to walk here. I put something on the table here, and so this really looks like it's a crafting idea kind of corner where the person is designing the cards and stuff like that. So these are not like remade assets or anything like that. What I did is very simple. I just like took this card and all the stuff that I made separate, I put it out of the group and place it on the table. Painted, not painted. It's not painted. I just did the UI color, or like the color completely white, so it looks like it's still like made out of paper or carton or like something you would like design stuff, right? So that's what I did. Those wheels I had to do very cleverly to put, because like these wheels are connected to each other. So the other one is basically hiding behind the wall because I didn't want to cut out those tires and wheels, because that will rise graphics thermo. So I had to play very cleverly to like hide that they are actually like attached to each other. So you don't really see that. And the rest is of course like the wheels of course, and the card itself, the bumper, the spoiler, the front spoiler, and some other stuff there as well. I put a little bit of like paint on the table as well, in the same colors as that has been used for the car and the arrows that you can see there as well. I still want to paint a little bit more on this craft and ideas kind of blueprint paper. I still want to do that. I don't know what I want to paint, but I think I'm going to add a few little details here and there. So that's what I'm still going to do. And if we're going to walk a little bit to the left, we have here a to-do list. So just like I would just randomly some stuff being written on, like buy new tools, buy spray paint, pay the rent, pay speeding tickets, because like, you know, like a racing car, and get better with darts. I thought that was like so that's like probably. And I also try to draw his avatar, or like his it's basically his brand. It's not like it's not as good, but as how he have it, but a little bit of a reference there. It's just like a sketch. It's been drawn on, and here's like still a blank page. I think I'm still going to draw maybe something on it. I do not really know what, but I will figure it out. And if I like go up with my camera, yes, I made a clock. I was not sure if I was going to do this or not, because like the graphics thermo was rising up, and I was thinking, okay, I still need to make this, I still need to make that, I still have to decorate a little bit. So yeah, probably not, the clock is not going to be happening, but I managed to do it, and I'm pretty proud of the look of it. It's not finished, by the way. If you look closely, I'm not sure if you can see it on the recording, but if you look close, well, it's not working. So I'm not going to make it work, because that would take me at least a week more to figure out the like the gadgets for that properly. I'm not going to make it work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it look like like it's broken. So what I'm going to do, the second arrow, the red one, basically, I'm going to make it move a little bit, but it stops. Like it tries to move up, but it doesn't go further. I had like one time a clock in when I was like still a kid, and the thing was like broken, and it had the same issue. So like it was trying to go for the next one, to go for the next minute, but he didn't want to do it because he was stuck at like so I'm going to try to do that. That's very easy to do. It's just like a few keyframes, and that's done. So as a fun thing, I'm going to write another text here saying like fix the clock, basically. So fix the clock, because it's broken. I thought like so I'm going to add one more text saying that here. So the clock has been placed. I only need to finish it. I'm going to do that probably in this video. But it's still not all. If I look around to the left, and I will do it like this. Whoa, what is this? It's a mini one. It's a mini card. And I suddenly had this idea. It was like, it randomly popped up in my head. And I was like, what if there is like something on the table that with a miniature of the card, right? So, I mean, like the person really loves cards. So I kind of want to like reuse that a little bit here and there in the scene. And since I have a long table, I had to like think of, okay, what I'm going to place. I don't have much graphics thermo. I cannot really craft much new stuff. So what I'm going to do, and I'm like, wait a second, I already have the card built. What if I just make it smaller and let it spin? I first had them straight, so it was like straight spinning. but I thought it was more cool to have it a little bit more like crooked, like it's a little bit like pointing forward. That it looks like it's I don't know, trying to raise it. I think it's nice. And I put a little bit of like cones on the socket as well. So this spins and it has light, and I thought it was a really cool effect because like you cannot really see that like the shape of the car, but you can see like it's sort of waves. And my painting on the right side also have that really like waves kind of feel. Like I think it really fits with the racing type of thing. So I thought that was really cool. Use the same colors on the card, so blue, orange, or orange yellow, and pink. So that were the 3 colors that I also used for that thing. And then last but not least, and I think you already probably saw it in the beginning when I had my camera there, but I have actually a working television. And you can see there is a car driving by with a little tree in the distance, and it says Merry Christmas. I know it's cringe, but I am cringe sometimes, so I think it's because of my age. I don't know. I'm cringe. Okay, I have dad jokes all the time, so and I thought it was funny because like the person's name, I think it's not a secret anymore for who this is, but if you still don't know, yeah, well, then I'm sorry. Then you're really not a true dreamer if you still don't know who this is. But the word craft is in his name, in his creator name, or like in the name, and I thought it was funny to say Merry Craftmas. I first had another idea with this text when I had like still the first idea in my mind, but still it works either way. If you don't know how this works, what I did, I will show you behind the scenes how I made this. I made a tutorial also for this. You can still look it up on my YouTube channel. If you want to know how I did this to make an actually working television, then you should either or watch the tutorial where I explain steps by steps, but I can show you a little bit behind the scenes today as well. So that's pretty much it for the whole scene. So everything has been placed almost in its entirety. Oh, I forgot one more thing. The door. I actually made the door finally. You cannot open it, so the door is just closed for obvious reasons. But it was just enough to, like, with the graphics that I had left, to craft the door, make a door knot. I'm maybe going to put a keyhole in there. Probably not. Probably going to rise up too much graphics. But I made it like a glass-looking door, so you can still look through this and you can see there's still something out there. You can still see there's like a back alley, or not an alley, but like a back room with some stuff placed, like random stuff that I already had in the scene. So you can like, oh wait, so there's giving the feeling that there is more, and giving the feeling that you can go there, but you can't get there. But the feeling that there is something there, that's always what I want to at least try to do in my creations, so it doesn't feel so weird. The same thing what I did with outside with the electric cables, so it's only just one thing outstanding out there, but it feels like there is actually a whole world outside there. So just to feel that there is something there, that's what I wanted to do. So the door, I could make the door closed and didn't have anything there behind it, but that's boring, right? So I did a glass see-through, not completely see-through, so a little bit of like transparent to, I think, 80%. So you can look a little bit through it and you can see a little bit there. I might maybe put a spotlight or like a light. I don't know. Not sure if I'm going to do that or not. Depends. So, so that's basically what I have been doing without recording. There are two things left that is still in placehold. That is the lights here. There are still placeholders right now, and that is the chair. It's also still in placehold. The rest that I had placeholders before is all gone, or crafted, so to speak. So I had like this one first as a placeholder. Now I actually crafted one to replace the placeholder. And I did that with everything. So I did that with the rack as well. So yeah, that's basically it. What I have been doing. So what am I going to do today? I said we were going to craft. So I first wanted to say I want to continue with the clock, but that is such an annoying job to do. So I think I'm going to just craft a chair today, and then I'm going to do this in my own time. I can show you real quickly how I made this. So basically, it's the same way how I did basically the dartboard. But this is how it looks, right? And what I'm going to do, I'm going to make this red pointer. I'm going to try to let it move a little bit, like it goes up, but it goes down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So like it's stuck. And the most annoying part is all these seconds. Sorry, all these minutes, not seconds, or seconds as well. Depends on like, but all these minutes, it is such an annoying thing. To make the easiest way to do this was painting, but you can already guess Jechta didn't want to paint this because it will rise graphics thermo. So what I did, I used text gadgets, and not like a few, not like a bunch, but a lot. So all these stripes here that you see on the clock are all text gadgets. They're all text gadgets. And they're not really perfectly placed, some of them, but I don't give an F. Because like if you're like standing here, you're not really seeing the detail anyways a little bit. I'm halfway. So I still need to do the other half. Probably not doing this video, so don't worry. But what I did was just like clone these things, clone them down, and then move them again to the right spot so I can show you what I really did. So this is how I did it. So I cloned a bunch and then move it to the right spot where they should be around here, and so forth, and then like the whole thing again. So that's basically how I did that. Then am I forgetting something? Not really. Yeah, the door texture, basically the same thing what I did with the dartboards. No, I think I talked everything what I wanted to say about this. Let's sculpt, actually. I'm going to design a very simple chair. I do not really know, like. Oh, yeah, what I want to show, my graphics thermo, 93%. Now, you might think, that's a lot. Yes, it's a lot. But the reason, I mean, like, I can make this scene probably like 20% graphics thermo if I want to. But then I have to lower all the details, which is, of course, going to be, like, I don't know, not my style. It also means we have still 6% graphics thermo left. Not 7, because 100%, if it reaches 100%, I think I need to stay under the 100%. Because like if it's 100%, I cannot upload it again anymore. So I need to stay at 99% graphics memory. So we have basically 6% graphics left and not 7. So my calculations. If I'm going to manage to make this chair 2% graphics thermo, right? Then we have still 4% left. If I make this 2%, so the lights, the ceiling lights, 2%, then I have basically 2% left. So I actually calculated all this. So 2% left. And what can I do with the last remaining 2%? There is a possibility that I'm not going to craft tools. Unless I can make the tool 1%, then it's still going to happen. But I don't think I'm going to manage that. That's why I already wrote here on the paper, buy new tools, so we don't have tools here. It's stupid weird, but maybe there will be some. I don't know. Maybe I can make it a 1% graphics memory, or maybe reduce here and there. Maybe I can cheat a little bit here and there. And then the last, if I manage to do that, so if I can manage to do this 1% as an asset, then basically we have 1% graphics memory left, and that's going to be my Christmas decoration. And my Christmas decoration is very simple. It's going to be something like what you see here with the tree. So basically this, and then I'm going to decorate it with some stuff here and there. Oh, and before we go into craft the chair, I promise you how I did this, right? So what I did, it's very simple. It's very simple. I'm not going to explain super long. If you want to know exactly what I did, check out my tutorial, but I can show you real quickly. So this television, it's made out of two separate things. So we have the plane and we have the outside of it. The plain one is set with waxiness to 87%. I can put 100, but then like you can see that's like it's already a little bit too dark or too light if I do that. So there you go. So I thought like 87 is the sweet spot for me. You might maybe tweak that to 100% to your own likings. And you already saw it, but if we're going to... Oh, and the fun thing is there's nothing behind this wall, as you can see. There's nothing there. But there is something behind this wall. And there's a huge spotlight shining against my wall. I reused the asset of the Christmas tree. I can maybe remove the balls a little bit here and there. I can... Oh, come on. There we go. That's maybe better, and maybe also I can let the light stay. Oh, maybe can... There we go. Not that you saw that anyway in the... So basically this... so the spotlight shines against the tree, which caused the shadow because this television is... has that waxiness, so it's like it's a see-through thing, but it's not going to get here. So the light still reach the next layer that's on top of that. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool feature in Dreams. If you know exactly what I done with everything, basically this is already it. But if you want to know exactly how everything is like step by step, watch my YouTube. Watch my YouTube channel and find the tutorial. It's called I think it's called TV animation in Dreams, or something like that. So if you search that on my YouTube channel, it should pop up about that. So if you want to know how that works, because I also have some tips and tricks in there in the video. So let's sculpt. I'm talking way too long, half hour. So let's sculpt. This one was costing 1%. So I'm going to start from scratch. I'm going to make... I hope I can make it very simple. Maybe I can manage to make it 1%. But, I mean, if that is the case, then it means I can maybe still make the tools. If that's actually going to be the case. But who knows? The only problem is that I need to make it a high quality version. That's a little bit of like... That's tricky. So I really hope that I can manage to do this. I'm going to make the chair out of like, it's like a bar chair type of thing. So it's not like a normal chair. It's like a one where like without leanings and stuff like that. So it's just a very simple design. So I'm just going to place that here. Okay, still didn't cost anything. So that's good. That's good, but let's not cheer too soon because we still need to add more stuff. I am going to use kaleidoscope for this. And 4. Yeah, 4. And then I am going to use curve tool. Need to have a little bit of a lower grid. I'm going to make this smaller. Like I can start from the middle. Like so. We put a little bit subblend, not too much. And this is already way too. This is way too big. 1 sec. I need to try to make it look at the same thickness. That's this one. Okay, come on. Like so. We're going to stretch this. Stretch this down. I'll probably have to do it in steps. I don't think I can manage to make it in one go. But see how far we can get with this creation. Also, I'm very. Wait, I'm doing it. Wait a second. I need to go a little bit higher than this. Because I need to think of the seating. It needs to be. Let me put it in the position. Is this the height? No, maybe a little bit higher. I think, yeah, that's about it. It almost looked like a crown shape, which fits perfectly. Oh, not really. Actually, what am I saying even? Doesn't fit perfectly. This goes here outside. And this one. Let me see. Yeah, I don't think I can do another step. I wish that the curve tool was tweakable, that you could like do multiple points of grabbing. That would be pretty cool if we had such a feature like that. I'm gonna put this maybe a little bit higher, so this is more straight. And then I think that's it. Still 93. The only problem is that this is not straight at all. So that should be. This should actually be straighter than what I have right now. How am I going to do that? And means that we need this one together. I think this is it. Also see that I'm a bit off the grid right now for some reason. What's going on here? Is it my eyes deceiving me? No, my eyes were not deceiving me. It was actually off grid. Okay, I think that this is this is better. I still need to. Oh man, this is harder than I thought. Oh. What happens? This is harder than I thought it was going to be. Oh my god. I don't know what happened there. It is also because like the grids. It's like I'm having almost the same issue that I have with the dartboard again. Okay. I think this is it. I think we are now. Let me stamp it. Ah, not really. Like this one is still crooked. I mean, we're not going to see it, but I really don't want to. Which one is it? Is it? I cannot. It's this one. It's that one, right? Now it's stamp. Yes, that's it. So this is only the frame, right? And then on the bottom, and this is going to be interesting as well. So the bottom, well, it's not going to look like this though, but it goes something like here, so, and then and some claws underneath, and I think that's pretty much about it. So that's the frame. I'm probably going to like make it smaller in the end, so like this, but for now that's the frame. Now we need to put something on top to seat on. Still 93. Kind of happy with that. How much can we add graphics? Let me see. 93. 94. So can reduce that. Alright, that's not bad. Question. Are we going to make it out of one sculpt? Let me think. So like if I make a new sculpt, the chance is very high I'm about to add graphics, but I'm going to do it anyway. So I'm going to start with a square, and then I'm going to shape the form on it. So I'll let it rest. It's exactly in the center. No. No, it's in the center. That was rising one more graphics. So we now are 30. But we're not done. We need to cut it out. Like so. Oh, I have to be very careful what I'm now shaping. You didn't saw that. That was scary. I need to think of a good shape. Let me do. Okay, it looks like it was still not on. Okay. Kind of like that. Not really though. I'm lying right now. I'm super lying. It's not so great. It is a little bit too high. So I have to make this lower. Actually, I'm going to hover a little bit because we still need to add something. Is this... Yeah, this is maybe a little bit higher still. Lower still, I mean. So, boop. Hover a little bit above the ground. I think this is perfect. So if you sit here like so, then it's like it's a nice height. I think maybe is it too low? I might maybe need a puppet for this to actually look at it. The best way, and I need to increase the puppet one time because the normal puppet is a child. Is a child height or a smaller human. I think it's 1.40 meters. Oh, actually, this is not bad. I can make the seat a little bit like thicker, but this is actually not bad. This was actually perfect. Right? You need your arms for economic reasons needs to be in 90 degrees. Although this is not very an ergonomic chair, to be honest. Let's be honest. But at least like he can reach the table. So that's all what I wanted. Thank you. Only thing what I'm going to do is make this a little bit poofier. And then I can always make a little bit of a seat. Let's not do that with Kaleidoscope anymore. So like it's... you can see where like it's been sit on, you know, like... So. Something like this. Nice. Still 94. Okay. 5% left. But we are not done yet. We need to add something. Different sculpt? No. No, that doesn't have to be. Let me go in Kaleidoscope again. And let's cut that normal out. Oh, right. I probably have to cannot really place this in grid anymore, so I have to do it manually because the curve tool is not in a normal grid. But I can fix that. These are basically stoppers. We need to make it a bit smaller. So, let me see if I can actually use grid still for this. No, it doesn't seem that way. And that's mostly because this thing is not... No, I have to do it manually. There you go. It's not so important. Did it do anything? No. Alright, so anti-slip is placed. There we go. This whole thing looks a little bit weird still. I think I'm gonna make it. Let me see. Not the best chair design ever, but I'm well aware of that. Oh wait, let's not do that with. But I can do mirror modes, by the way. Oh, my mirror mode is this way. Ah. No. That's too bad. I mean... Not that I mind. I'm not in the center again. Right. I need to boop, 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 boop. Yeah. I'm really well aware that this is not a good design. But but at least it looks like a little bit, it looks like almost like it's an a bicycle seat, right? So I can live with this. I can live with this. Yeah, that's fine. All right. So I could made it out of one sculpt, but the reason why I didn't, is because like 2 different materials. Actually 3, but I'm not going to mind the stoppers underneath. Okay, so paint. I need to sculpt in, of course. Paint, and we're going to make this silver. Tap. And then I'm going in kaleidoscope. And then we're going to at the bottom. Because like I need to paint the stoppers darker. Like so. There we go. And now all what we need to do is make this shiny. I will say 20%, metallic 80. And probably I'm going to add text gadgets. Although this is going to be annoying, to be honest. So I might maybe just leave it here. Yeah. Because like you can make it a little bit look nicer if you're actually going to paint, but I don't have the graphics for that. Okay, the seat is going to be black. I'm just going to do this. Very simple. And the seat is not so shiny. Has a little bit metallic in it, so it's is a different. Maybe it is shiny. Maybe 55 a little bit. Let me try something. You're probably not going to see this, what I'm doing right now. What's happening if we increase this? 94 still? 94 still. Okay. What about these things? 94 still. Now we are 95. But one down. Okay, 94. Okay. That's basically it. Now, what I have to do is that this thing is not collidable with my puppet, because otherwise you get stuck, and I don't want that. I also need to make barriers around the car. Now, I'm not going to sculpt a new thing for that. I actually have some things that I can reuse, like these things. So what I can do is just bring this down, because like I don't want to that the puppet is going to get stuck against the car. That's I do not want. So I'm just going to place these things here, and I'll show you in a bit what I'm going to do about it. Like so. I don't think you can stuck between that. I have to play test a little bit for this. Like so. We also don't have a jumping feature in this creation. So, okay, now I'm going to select everything that we built around the car. Yeah, we have everything. Group it together. I'm going to select everything. And then I'm going to say it is still collidable, but we cannot see it in while we are in the scene. But I need to do this again. So I'm going to clone this. Like there are a few tricky points where you can basically get stuck if you move around with your character. So we have to do the same here as well. Might maybe have to do this manually. I have to be careful. Like so. I don't think you can get stuck there, but better safe than sorry. Select these three again, group it. There we have it. And the same goes basically on the other side as well. Don't think I need three of those. And place it over there. I think there were all the spots where the character could get stuck. He can get stuck here. How do I know that? Because like I had that before. I had that once, so it's because like his hitbox can sometimes get against this thing here. So what I'm going to do, this is I only have to do it like this, I believe. And then we are good to go. I think we still can get very close to the dartboard, but I cannot get stuck against those doors. That's basically what I want to do. So There we go. Maybe this one, just the side goes up a little bit higher. Just in case. Okay. I think that were all the spots that I got stuck before. Let's play test it. So our chair is not collidable anymore, so I can just like walk here without like I'm getting stuck in the chair. Right? Is it realistic? No, but but it's in good soul, because like the smaller stuff in your creation, and if your character is like walking on it or around it, then it happens. Then like it gets stuck with the feet or with the hitbox that the character has. Now you can tweak the hitbox of the character, but it's also like playing around with that can sometimes also be a little bit iffy here and there. So I'd rather not touch that much. Okay, so this is the car. And so we can look still very closely. I can step up on the wheel a little bit, but that's fine. Don't mind that. And then we can look here. You can get pretty close still to the cart. Maybe I'm going to add a zoom function. If you hold R2 or L2, that you can zoom in with your point of view. So if you want to check some stuff from closer look. Okay, how about this here? Yeah, we can still... Oh, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. This is what I mean. Okay. I'm actually stuck again. Is that because of this thing here? Yeah. It was that. Okay. Yeah, that thing was a little bit too low, so that's why I got stuck again. Yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm going to add... It can be that like the hat was getting inside of stuff. There's probably like maybe... Yeah. It always happens with dreams sometimes when you're like... I'm often play testing stuff myself to see if I not getting stuck somewhere. And of course it can always happen when someone is playing your creation and suddenly get stuck somewhere. It can also always happen. And the only sad part is that I cannot like get closer to the board anymore. I can maybe try to do it like this. And let me see. Maybe I can do like this. I have an idea. Because I kind of want that you can get close to the board still. Because when you get close to the board, you can see all the details. So, okay, that's pretty close. And I have still the feeling that you are walking basically against this, but you're technically are not. Yeah, and maybe this is super boring to watch right now, but I have to play test it. I have to test stuff out. Yeah, this seems okay to me. I'm not getting stuck anymore. If I twist my camera around. Yeah. Okay, nice. Then here we have the same thing. But this one should be just easy, just like sideways. We shouldn't have any troubles, but we cannot get closer to those things. And the same goes with this one as well. Ooh, this one is a little bit tricky here. There's board here. Yeah. Yeah, that one is tricky. That one is tricky. Because there's a little gap here. So that's tricky. So what I can do is... Oh. Let's connect it with that one. And then... Oh, come on. And then... No, you know what? Okay, just make this bigger. Trying to make it so... Okay, this should be good. They can still look pretty close. And now we're not getting weird stuck here at the corner. Yeah, that's good. This is good. All right. So just like hidden walls, basically, but yeah, you have to do that in a situation like that. You don't want to end up that your character is like getting stuck at places. I might maybe do the car maybe a little bit better, but I may be considering, because you can still see that I'm bumping here, and that is because the wheels are sticking out. Let me think. I'm disconnected. Need to think what is smart. Oh. Sometimes your left stick is horizontal turning, and sometimes it's your right stick. So I sometimes my brain gets confused sometimes. And the only problem is that my character cannot now go. You can get close pretty well, but now you don't have that weird wiggly stuff happening. Yeah, you can look still pretty close to it. But I might maybe going to add a zoom function. Maybe. Not sure. So, yeah, I'm happy with this one. And then the other side as well. That should connect, hopefully. Yes. And closing this one in the front. Like so. Like this. Just make sure there are no weird borders happening. Oh. Just like this. Okay. Not that that matter what I'm doing right now. But it's for a nicer view. Okay, so now it's like it's in a box. So we should be able now to walk around it. Yeah, you can see that like here you can feel the edge, the point of the edge. You can still feel that here. You can feel that there's like there's yeah. I could make a round shape, but then I need to make a new sculpt because I don't have round shape in my creation that I can reuse for this. Maybe the tires. No, that's going to be a pain in the butt. No. No, I think I'm okay with this. I can maybe find a solution where I can make the edges rounder. And maybe have some graphics left. Maybe there will be a point where I'm just have like 1% graphic left. Then I can make a round shape anyway. So you can like walk around in here without being the hard cut between the two planes. But that will be for later. I see that I have reached the 1 hour mark. And that can only mean one thing. That this is the end of this video. It was not so much. I know I had to like always at the end of your creation, it's always lesser and lesser that you're going to do. Well, we sculpted the chair, right? The chair is it doesn't look so great, to be honest, but it's there now. It's done. It's there. It's done. It's just for a nice little detail there. It's nothing crazy. So that's done. The next video is not going to be doing the sculpting one, but it's going to be the final version. So what I'm going to so what I'm going to do in the next video, I am going to walk through one more time through the whole scene. Also the stuff that I added later on. And so, yeah, if you wanted to see what I have been doing at the final result, that's going to be in the video after this one. Then I will going to like do a little bit walkthrough again, like tell by spot what I have been doing in the past, and then I will do in the end the comparison with the sides with the split screen. So you can look at like where this idea came from, even though it's not a recreation of the scene that was already existing, but the recreation was only the car. So the split screen is probably going to be just like that I walk around the creator's car. It's not really a fair comparison, to be honest, because like I said, it's not a fair comparison because the card is a little bit in lower resolution because of Dreamscom. So I'm not going to say it's a comparison video because like that's not a really fair way to say that, because like the person had to reduce the graphics for the Dreamscom event. So it's not going to be in comparison video, but it's going to be the last video is going to be where I got the idea from. And so the original creator, and then with not the comparison, but then this video aside. So the main focus is the card, and that's going to be in the final video after this one. I really hope that you enjoyed this whole new Secret Santa series. If you tuned in right now, you have been cheated. You should go back and watch the very first video. Very first episode. It's not 40 videos this time, thankfully, although I did work quite a lot off the recording still. So but I think I'm at 21 episodes right now, so I did this work in half than I did last year. Last year was 40 hours. That was insane. And this one looks even like more ambitious than I had like last year. But I think that the most time I spent in was the whole Christmas, like the second scene. I made 2 scenes, so it makes sense, right? 20 hours for one scene, 20 hours per scene, I would say. Like this is only just like one scene. I'm not going to add another scene for this. I don't have that time. It's 1 day left, so. Well, this is the one of the last days, so yeah, I don't have time for another scene here, sadly. So in the final version, oh, what I also did before I'm so chaotic right now. Look, I made a bunch of cameras. So if I disable this and I go in play mode, I actually made cinematic shots. Some are maybe not perfect yet, but I placed different camera angles, so each camera angle has a different shot and point of view of the car itself, of course. So the very first camera shots are the cart. So you can like basically almost look around 360 around the car. This shot, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this one, probably not. I made a shot for this here. I made a shot, of course, for the dartboard, so looks very almost realistic shot here. And the garage door, I made a shot of that one. And of course the spinning cart, made the shot there, and that was basically it. I think I'm only going to reposition this one, but this one feels a little bit double right now. So I'm not really sure where I'm going to put the other camera. Maybe on top view, I don't know. So this is going to be in the final version as well. That's why I still want to show this pretty quickly, because like what I'm going to do is that the person can choose between to use it as a screensaver for background, or use it to walk around and explore. That means I have to make a little main menu screen, but I'm not going to do like with options and stuff like that. So what I'm probably going to do is put a explore mode and screensaver mode, something like that. I don't know. I don't know. I have to see what I'm going to do. Maybe just like a button that you have to press to get in there. Or maybe walk through the car and then you can say like I want to have screensaver mode, or walk to the screen and go to the screen. So I have to think what I'm going to do there. So I think that it was like pretty cool to add still, to have like cinematic shots. There's these are statics right now, but I'm going to make maybe also that because there's a timer that you can set on or off, so it goes automatically to the next scene every once in a while, or you have to do it manually. But yeah, I must say that I'm super happy with the result so far. It's not the final result, but yeah, there is not going to be much new to this anymore. So this is, you can make, if you're seeing this, you'll probably already like have seen maybe also the final result. Although I'm going to try to still to add a few stuff here and there, but overall it's done. I can now just like say like I'm going to give it to YahDeh and say like, hey, I'm done. But I still want to add a few stuff. I need to finish the clock. Maybe I can now add the tools because yes, because my graphics thermo is only 94. I really thought that my chair was going to be 2%. So I still have 5% graphics thermo left, which is so great, because if I can manage to make the lamps 1 graphics thermo, then I have 4% graphics thermo left. And that means I can still make the tools. So I'm quite happy with that. So I'm happy that I managed that. So, and it still looks sharp to me. Like everything looks very sharp. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop talking right now because like you probably already like tuned out at the moment. As always, I'm going to say thank you for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed the serie, the Secret Santa series from 2023. Even though you're watching this in 2024 right now, and I know my Santa hat doesn't really make sense in the summer, but I think it's around summer that I'm releasing this video. I don't know, because like I'm releasing it every week, of course. So yeah, so a little bit before summer actually. So right, depending on when you're watching this, thank you so much. If you enjoyed this series, let me know in the comments, or I don't know. At least let me know. You don't have to, but yeah, what a journey. I really hope that the person that I made this for, I hope that the person that he is going to like this. I'm a little bit nervous. I hope he's going to appreciate what I've been doing. It is just a little ode to one of his creation, and so yeah, I really love to do that. It's a little bit of like and giving back to a community member. And I did it last year as well to someone who made lovely games and dreams, and I did the same thing with him as well. And I'm doing exactly the same for this person too. So yeah, that was it. That was the Secret Santa from 2023. And if there will be a Secret Santa 2024, I probably going to be joining that as well, and see if I can challenge myself to new stuff. And let's hope that Dreams is still there, and let's hope that Minamolq is still there, because like I heard news, rumors that and maybe by the time that this video comes out, this maybe I debunked, or maybe it's already been happened. But I heard that Sony, with the leaked documents, I don't want to talk about too much about it, but apparently one of the AAA studios is going to get closed, and now, sorry, not AAA studio. I mean, a Sony studio is going to get closed. Now that can be anything, right? It can be any studio that Sony has, but considering what everything would happen with all the layoffs and people losing their jobs, not only at Minamolq but at almost at the whole industry, I'm a little bit afraid that it is Minamolq, considering also why and what happened with everything, that all the co-founders are gone. They're all left after each other, which is not a good sign, or which was not a good sign. I'm a little bit afraid. I am really afraid that it's going to be Minamolq, but I hope I'm wrong. But it's still either bad if it's one or other studios. I don't know which one studio is going to be. It's bad either way. I really hope it's just a stupid rumor and it's not true. Because like I think that a studio like Minamolq should always exist no matter what. If there is a Minamolq person watching or listening to this, if it's you that has been affected, can I give you advice? Start a new company. Go indie. Go completely indie. Ask Sony for the IP of Dreams. Ask them if you want to buy the IP Dreams and make it great again, and put all your love and soul in it, because I know that you guys really love to craft dreams, and I know that you guys love to make this tool for the community. My advice, if you're not attached to Sony anymore, try to start a new company, and come with Dreams 2 and release it on PC and other platforms, and I'm sure you will be having a lot better financial situation. All right, but that's what I'm not sure if this is actually going to be true or not, but but if it's going to happen, I hope not, because like I really hope that Sony is not going to do this to Minamolq, because you guys are needed in the industry. We have too much shooters and adventure games and strategy games, and you guys doing something differently. And I always appreciate studios like that. Especially if you are like me, creative. Of course, we have tools like of course are like 3D, like Blender and 3D Max and Maya and ZBrush. You have so many different tools, but Dreams hits differently. Like Dreams is something else. Like Dreams is so fun and addictive at times, and it's so fun to play around with how Dreams is working. Of course, there are some limitations, but that has almost every every other engine has that. So I really hope the Dreams will stay as long as possible, and I hope the Minimal Q is going to. I hope you guys are staying as long as possible. We need studios like this in the industry. That's all I want to say. This I don't want to make it too. I don't want to put it on a sad note, but yeah, sometimes stuff like this happens in the industry as well, and I'm really well aware of that. It's hard times, recessions, and everything like that that's happening. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry about this rambling with me. Just ignore this. It's just Jechta and me like rambling on nonsense stuff. Next video is going to be the final results, and not a comparison video, but it's going to be a video where I got my inspiration from, side by side, basically side by side points. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, don't forget to dream, everybody, and I will see you hopefully in the next video, and maybe new projects as well. Bye bye.